Good morning, friends. Robin Burning here with Blissful Healing Spiritual Life Coaching, and we are on day 49 of our spiritual play practices, and it is page 142, if you happen to have the book and are following along with that. So the last 2 days, I know we're a little deep and necessary, of course, because we need to get in touch with really what our feelings are about ourselves. It's really important. If we want to show up as our true authentic selves in the world, then we need to understand what that is. And if we have any negative thought processes around how we feel about ourselves, then that can be detrimental to us showing up as ourselves. So, which leads us into today. Today, I will allow only positive thoughts. So, sounds pretty simple. And it actually is. However, I believe sometimes people don't realize how many negative thoughts they do have about themselves throughout the day. So we're going to be conscious of this, right? We just want to kind of consciously be aware of the thoughts that are coming in and how, we feel about them. Linda says here, thoughts plus feelings equals the magic formula for creating. So we want to create good stuff, right? Not icky stuff. So we want to make sure that our thought processes are on the positive side of things and that they make us feel good. Okay? So just kind of think about that. The ego does come into play here, and I know sometimes we think of the ego as a bad thing, but really the ego is there to protect us. It's kind of like a survival instinct. So it doesn't have to be bad. The ego can be a good thing if we have a healthy ego, right? A lot of times, because of our cultural programming or family programming, whatever it is, the ego tends to default into old beliefs and create fear, negative thought processes, and ultimately blocks us, right? So we kind of want to reprogram our brains into positive thought processes. So notice today, if your brain starts to go into, because it can be very subconscious that we don't even realize that we're doing it. So today we're going to be consciously aware of that. Okay, so Linda goes further into this to talk about how our body has cellular memory. I know we've talked about that in previous days leading up to this, so you guys are aware of that. And it will remember the association between positive thoughts and feelings it generates. And it'll distinguish that from the less positive thoughts. So your brain will alert you when you're having less than positive thoughts, and eventually it will auto-correct, right? If we are training ourselves and training our brains to think positive thoughts all the time, then that will become the default. That will autocorrect for us instead of our ego taking us back into the default of the blocks and fears. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. This one I think is a little easier, and I think it's kind of fun, actually. This is one of the things that I like to point out, like when I'm working with people, that if you notice yourself falling into an old behavior, an old thought, or an old whatever, please don't be down on yourself about it, because that just perpetuates the negative or declining energy, right? If we catch ourselves doing something and we're like, darn it, I'm doing it again. That's kind of a low vibrational thought and feeling, right? But if we notice it and go, oh, I'm doing it again, yay for me for noticing, then that is the same exact thought process. Oh, I did it again, yada, yada, but yay, I noticed. So this is a higher vibrational state, right? So this is what we're striving for. So Linda says here, she's so funny, don't worry, I'm not having you train to be the thought police. We're just learning yet another way to shift permanently into love and joy and peace. Okay, so it's as simple as that. The quote on the side here says, what are you feeding your fears? You may need a new menu. Okay, so we're going to pull from a new menu of positive thought processes. All right, have fun with it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.